Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Inner Peace with Netta. And on today's video, I wanted to talk about being in this quarantine with ourselves and our family, and just give y'all a background story on me. So, a lot of people right now aren't able to live with themselves. They need that outside, just do, and control, or there's things coming up. There is a lot of things coming up because the divine is sending us home, and that's within, to do the inner work and to face our fears and to look at our own shit and to face it and look at everything around us and see what we need to be doing and where we can need to make changes and things of that nature, and that's me included. So, how did I get here? How did I get on YouTube? And like, I had a spiritual awakening in 2012, and from there I've been learning, growing, and just going through this journey, and became aware of a lot that I wasn't aware of. And now I'm learning, to hone my gifts, spiritual gifts, natural talents, and abilities, and learn and explore more about myself. Because every chapter of your life, every age, at least for me, it's you change. There's growth. Nothing stays the same. But I definitely know that a lot of people aren't comfortable with sitting in their own stuff, because you need a distraction. And right now, you do have distractions. You have your phone, you have your TV, you have your laptop, you have you could turn on the music. You could just be plugged in instead of unplugging. And there's nothing wrong with music. I love music, but when you need to be quiet, grounded, and focused, then you need to unplug everything. And I know there's people out there with mental health issues, people who have depression, who have anxiety, and the issue with those is you're not being present. And I know that because I had depression. I had depression for a whole year, and I didn't tell anyone, and I suffered by myself. At the time, I didn't tell anyone, but it was horrible. It was horrible. And what I realized was, because if you're in depression, you gotta help yourself. Find that support, go to therapy, and do the inner work, because you're stuck in the past. You're not in the present moment. And if you're stuck in the past and you're not present, that means you're not even paying attention to your breath. Your breath is spirit. When you're in a moment, you're in alignment with the divine. When you're out of alignment and you're not present, you're not in alignment with the divine. If the past already happened, you can't change it. And if, I know with depression, you're replaying everything in your mind. And for people who have mental health issues, I pray for them, because it's just like people being quarantined and people are in the hospitals and things like that, and it's just a lot. But then I think about it and say, maybe they at peace a little more because everybody is quarantined, everybody's going within. You don't have the hustle and the bustle of the world. So now they may be at peace, more at peace. I think about people who are homeless with mental health issues. And something's resonating with me. Like I'm thinking from my intuition, you know, I'm going through that guidance. Like I think about them, but then I think that maybe they're a little more at peace because they don't have the hustle and bustle and people around them looking at them and snooting at them, or, you know, just everybody's energy is just being projected out. Because just because you may have a mental health issue or a disability, you're still human. You know, you still have a spirit within you, and they still feel everything. I tell you now, I life coach people with mental health and physical disabilities. And when I tell you they higher self used to connect with minds and tell me different messages and things that I had to learn, I used to be like, wow. But back to what I was saying, that depression, you're not present and you're holding on, you know. And depression forms because the habitual thoughts that you have, which is negative thoughts that don't serve you. And I just wanted to give advice that have faith and believe and have forgiveness for yourself and others. And when you're first doing a new habit and you're acquiring new skills and building your integrity and your character and building that self-love and that self-worth and practicing that unconditional love, it's hard, but it's much needed. And that's why we need to go within. Also, you know, whatever happened in the past, don't look at it like, why did that happen to me? Or like, don't stay in victim consciousness. Do know that the universe, God, divine, has your back. And I know when, in that moment, when we go through traumatic events in our life, it's just like, you're not feeling that right now. That's not the way you feel. You know, in my past, my childhood, I had sexual trauma, but I repressed that and suppressed that to where, you know, my healing for that, I didn't even touch on that aspect of my life till I was an adult, like, and then seeing how I was interacting with people, but I healed from that, and I'm not stuck in that. And you know, a lot of things are coming up for people. You may be in your house and people are projecting on one another and you're not understanding. Or you may have anxiety because you're trying to understand what the future holds and all that. Just prepare. Or just, you know, make a plan, like your dreams and your goals. Like, don't just idle. Don't just be idle. Don't just sit and not do nothing. Whether you want to work on your personal development, you know. But yeah, with also anxiety, like I said before, you're not being present. But it's just that things is definitely changing, and I know change can be hard, especially when you're resisting. That's why you just go with the flow, and things are slowing down. But it's waking us up and it's shaking us up even more. And it can be a little unsettling. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I feel great every moment of the day, because no, I don't. To be honest, I know deep in my heart, I know everything is good, you know. But I'm even having to pray harder and believe harder, because I'm also doing shadow work and seeing other aspects of myself and things that's coming up, and I'm questioning myself. And it's not really that, yeah, I'm questioning myself. And that type of spiraling around and keep second guessing yourself and not trusting yourself will have you in a spiral of negative thoughts. And I just want to tell y'all out there, like, don't, that was a big breath just now. Don't, don't get stuck in your thoughts. You know, don't, especially the ones that's not serving you, because whatever you expect, you're gonna get, whether you want it or not. If you think like negative, you have negative thoughts, and you built that momentum train, enough, it will manifest. So expect everything for your highest good. Think positive, you know, with these changes. And change is not, we got this narrative in society to where change is always bad. And it's not true, because say if the change is tough or bad, at the end of the day, there's always something good that comes of it if you can see it that way. And it's just like, I don't know what the fuck